Hello, привет, привет, Dennis.
Serouj speaks Russian. Now I know. Hi, Serouj. How are you today?
Hello. How are you, Sasha?
Honestly, when I just was sure 100% that you was born in Armenia, that you speak Russian, but that what I knew that it's reality that when I try to listen, what are you doing when your fingers touch the piano, that Serouj something that people cannot skip it, cannot miss it, because you are a unique musician. But I would like to ask you, you right now in Toronto, right?
Yes, I am.
And this is your home, almost.
This is my home. Well, for a musician, it's very difficult to say, where is your home, because we tour around so much. Music is our home, but yes, for now, this is my home. Yes.
You remind me something, Serouj, when I had an interview with Rastropovich, right, many years ago, and I asked him about where is his home, and he told me, my home in a plane. And it's exactly what you say right now, your home in a plane, probably. But still, I know that you was born in Lebanon, and your family is Armenian. And as far as I know, you told me yesterday that you speak 6 languages. One of them is Armenian. How often you go to Armenia, Serouj?
Almost every other year, or every year sometimes. Again for concerts, and because I have a lot of friends there. I don't have family there, but it's a very good. They have a very good cultural understanding, and they appreciate music and art a lot. And I think many other countries in that region, it's the same case with them as well.
Your family in Canada?
My family is in Canada, yes.
We can be proud that you are Canadian, that we can say Serouj Kradjian, he is Canadian.
Yes,
can I say that?
I'm proud.
I would like to ask you about the maybe it's the first time when, maybe not, correct me if I'm wrong, that you have an interview with us for the Russian-speaking diaspora in Canada. And this is diaspora might be from Armenia, from Georgia, from Russia, from Ukraine, from Belarus, Moldova. All of us, we speak Russian. But the language, music language, is for everybody. That my question to you is: your first time talking to the Russian-speaking diaspora, or you have this experience before?
Well, my connections to Russian culture are, even though I don't, unfortunately, it's not one of the 6 languages that I speak, but my connections go far. When I was in Germany, I studied for a while with Vladimir Krajnev, who was a great pianist, and one of the reasons that I am so happy with how I play and how I understand music is because of him. And of course, my attachment to Russian music, Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff, you will hear a lot of it on Saturday. So there is this attachment, and of course, I read Cyrillic, so it's not.
Oh, really?
I understand. I mean, I don't understand it always, but I read it very well. And so yes, even though I think this is the first time that I'm doing an interview with a Russian radio, but my connections to Russia and the Russian culture go far.
I would like to say the Russian-speaking radio, because today just I would say that we are radio, which is running our show in Russian language, sometimes in English, like now, because our guest speaks English, and with the government people we do interview from time to time in English. Only one minister in Canada, when it was Stephen Harper being the prime minister, in his cabinet, it was Minister of Immigration Chris Alexander. And I didn't know that Chris used to study in Moscow for a few years, and he spoke Russian fluently. It was shock to me because I thought that he could say "Привет, как дела, пока," but he just spoke Russian like we do, and it was like shock. But usually when we do interview with English-speaking guests, we are so proud that we can do that. And in Vancouver today, it's more than 200,000 Russian-speaking people. It's a big community. Many of them from Russia, from Ukraine, from Israel, from Georgia, from Armenia. And I know that we have Armenian diaspora in Vancouver. And one of our Vancouverite, the lady whose name is Clara, I think Clara Agopian, right? And she's very well-known lady. Everybody knows Lugaro, her beautiful business, jewelry business. And I know how Armenian community not only is waiting for your visit in Vancouver. And because I didn't, be honest with you, it's shame to me, I didn't know about you before. But when I saw the promotional, actually this is a lay promotional campaign who is help organize your concert. Actually this is unique, guys, because when you go today to the social media, I can see everywhere your concert, Serouj, and the beautiful song, and you play very international music. I would like to ask you, in this concert, first of all, it would be on March 8th, which is International Women Day. And many people try to give a ticket to their girls, mother, wife, girlfriend, just to bring the beautiful gift to your concert. First of all, why it's March 8th? Because you have a very special attitude to women, just you would like them to come to the concert. And second, what kind of music you're going to play on March 8th in Vancouver?
Well, beauty of women should always be appreciated, not only on one day, but every day of the year. But March 8th, yes, it's a special day, and you're gonna see and hear a lot of beauty on stage that day. Beautiful music. The program itself is. It almost has no limits and no borders, no cultural borders, no stylistic borders. And that's what makes this concert special. Because 1 minute you're hearing Rachmaninoff, another minute you're hearing tango, another minute you're hearing flamenco, and then you're hearing Vivaldi. So it's always, and Armenian folk song, Arabic music. So it's always mixing, and there's always a surprise. And I usually don't publish my program, just classical concerts, and give it to the audience, because everything is more spontaneous and everything is a big surprise than when you have everything written down on paper. That's what's going to happen. So that's part of the charm of this concert and what makes it special. My philosophy in music is music should have no borders, no cultural, no national, and stylistic borders, and that's what I show in my concerts.
When I feel it. You have in these small pieces that I could see, you have such a great energy, Serouj. I just wanted to go to the concert right away. And for me, you are not only a very famous, unique, talented musician. For me, you are today, especially today, Serouj, you are kind of ambassador of peace and life. Why I say that? Because today everything split people, not unite them. Politics, situation, instability. Every morning when we wake up, something new there it's not peace like Russia, Ukraine, Israel, everywhere. Canada, like thanks God we don't have a war, but it's still everything like people fight, argue, relatives, friends, neighbors, and March 8th, finally, we have in Vancouver somebody who will not split us, who will unite us. That today, I think, if I would say, somebody asked me, who is the best politician around the world? I would say Serouj, because people get together, and that day in the playhouse, in Vancouver playhouse, in another city, another like hall, that something that people come and they stop to fight. They stop to think about who is right, who is wrong, what's going tomorrow. It's just 2 hours, maybe 1.5, I don't know, just completely different life. Who you are? Ambassador.
Thank you.
Serouj, that this concert, it's a good idea not to say exactly what is going to be in the concert because people need it, like surprises. And one of the songs that you play that I saw in this advertisement and social media, it's I think it's Russian. Somebody say, no, it's not Russian, it's Ukrainian. No, it's Italian. Everybody would like you to belong to their community, to their nation. And when I got invitation prior on the concert on March 7 to the Clara Agaban house, like to reception, to dinner, I just been so proud of myself because most of people will see you on the stage and myself as well, but I would have an opportunity to shake your hand, to say hi Serouj, not just online. That probably makes me like very special person, be honest with you. And I would like to ask you, your family, they're musician or not, or just you only one who just like you?
Well, it's an interesting story. My family, my parents, they're not musicians. They loved music, but it was during the civil war in Lebanon. I was about 4 years old when they decided to bring a piano to our house for their child, for me. And I mean, that should have been their last concern, during a war, lack of electricity, lack of water, lack of food sometimes, what's the piano in that calculation, right? But they did that, and that day changed my life, and it also changed the life of many people in that building, because music became a source of love as opposed to the tragedy that was going on outside. So music is a very powerful tool, and I always say, if those political leaders or the people who have the power to make decisions, if in their lives music and art were at the first place, I think we would have had a different world, because music and the art, it really it overwhelms all the other evil calculations, or just plain the bad that exists in the world. It eradicates those things, and music has that power, and I believe it.
I can imagine how your family proud of you that you became so a famous musician, and they come to your concert from time to time.
Of course, my mother was just in my New York concert, which was 5 days ago, so she's really proud, especially because she was the reason that that piano came to my house when I was 4 years old, and that's how my journey started.
When you know that your mom sitting in your concert, you worried more or not?
I don't get more nervous, but there's at least one song I play for her, because that was a song that I played when I was a child, and she was there.
She knows that it's for her.
Of course.
Happy mother. And I would like to ask you, I know that we have to finish because you have to run. And I would like to ask you, what music do you listen except yours?
What music do I listen to except mine? There is one Armenian composer. His name is Komitas, and he collected a lot of folk songs. Folk songs are of any culture, actually, not only of my own culture, but folk songs inspire me very much because I get to know any nationality, any nation through their folk songs. And that's what I listen to. Folk songs of any nation and any nationality.
Serouj, what would you like to do except music?
Except music. It's a good question.
You don't have time, I think.
Yeah, I think I would have become a diplomat to solve problems. That's what I like doing.
I think you will be the best diplomat, as I told you before. I'm sure about that. And what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is khorovadz, which is in Armenian. It's shashlik in Russian.
Clara knows about that?
Oh, maybe it's too late to tell her now.
And I don't ask you what is your favorite city because I'm sure that it's Vancouver. That's why you come here.
Of course.
So thank you so much for your time. I know that you don't have this time because you go from plane to plane. And say a big thank you to your special mom. I don't know if we can hear this song which you devote to your mom usually in Vancouver, but if it would be, I think I would recognize it by emotion, by your energy, because what you are doing again, when I just saw that in the social media, when you just touch by your finger, I think I'm sitting next to you and I'm doing the same that you do. Thanks again, and we are waiting for you very, very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sasha.
See you in Vancouver.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.